This is Bob Flaws with Blue Poppy, and I'm continuing on with my short little biographies of some of the famous doctors of Chinese medicine. In my previous video, I discussed the first of the four great masters of the Jinyuan dynasties, Liu Wansu. So in this clip, I'd like to discuss another of the four great masters of the Jinyuan dynasty, and his name is Zhang Zi-he. Zhang Zi-he is very interesting because during his own time he was very famous, and for maybe one or two generations after, he's remembered as one of the four great masters. But in fact, over time, it was decided that his theories really didn't hold water. So he's this interesting example of somebody who, in the short term, seemed like he had lots of good ideas. But in the long term, these ideas didn't really pan out in clinical practice. And I mention this because this is one of the really strong things that Chinese medicine has to offer, and that is the length of its clinical gaze. And that in any generation there can be people who seem like they have good ideas, but as time goes on, those good ideas turn out to be not so good. So Zhang Zi-he is remembered as the father or the creator of the school of attack and purgation, or attack and precipitation. He believed that basically all disease was due to the presence of some evil qi. And in order to restore health, fundamentally what you have to do is to get rid of that evil qi. If you get rid of the evil qi, then the body's health will automatically bounce back, will automatically recuperate. So he developed what he referred to as the three methods of treatment. Zhang Zi-he said, you can sweat the evils out, you can vomit them up, or you can precipitate them, meaning that you can purge the bowels. So all three of these methods, sweating, vomiting, precipitation, are all attacking methods. They attack and drain the evil qi. During his own time, he had lots of students, he wrote books. This approach had its adherents, but in terms of Chinese medical theory, we know that attacking therapies, attacking methods, damage the righteous qi. And we also know that it is the righteous qi that does ultimately kick evils out of the body, force evils out of the body, or that negates, that destroys evils within the body. So if you damage the evil qi, then you are compromising what the Greeks called the vis mediatrix naturae, the healing power of nature, the body's own homeostatic healing ability. And further, in Chinese medicine, we don't believe that all disease is due to the presence of some evil qi. We also recognize that disease can occur due to various types of righteous vacuities. Zhang Zi-he did say that in some cases you did need to supplement, but most of the time he emphasized his three therapies of sweating, vomiting, and precipitation. And this was, as Chinese medicine, as it's developed further, has come to regard this as being a very limited point of view. So even 100, 200 years after Zhang Zi-he, people still remembered there were four great masters of the Jinyuan dynasty, but not everyone knew which Zhang was the famous Jinyuan dynasty Zhang. So that's Zhang Zi-he, the least important of the four great masters of the Jinyuan dynasty.